Welcome to our lecture on the sleeping body. One thing that is increasingly clear in these lectures is that the brain is very active during REM sleep in particular. In fact, many areas of the brain are more active during REM sleep than when we are awake. This lecture is going to add to this theme significantly. Many systems of your body fluctuate wildly during REM. Now, when the stock market acts this way, we describe it with words like volatile, unpredictable, out of control, and off the charts. Sleep is so far from the passive process it was once thought to be. In fact, for some people, REM sleep is the most strenuous exercise they get. Now, sometimes people die in their sleep, generally those who have compromised health. Once we understand the effects of REM sleep on the physiological systems of the body, this becomes less surprising. REM sleep can entail a bit of a risk to the welfare of the body if it is otherwise compromised. When one dies in their sleep, people often say things like, "At least he died in his sleep," implying a commonly held belief that this would be particularly a peaceful death. Interestingly, however, we do not know that because no one has ever died in their sleep and lived to attest to it being particularly peaceful. But there is one thing we do know. People who die in their sleep experience agonal respiration moments prior to the actual death. Agonal respiration, also called agonal breathing and gasping respiration, is a brainstem reflex. Usually it accompanies myoclonus or involuntary muscle twitches and strange vocalizations. In this case, the prior experience of agonal respiration moments suggests that dying in your sleep may involve a bit of a struggle. The struggle can be as brief as 2 or 3 breaths, or it can last as long as a couple of hours. It's quite scary if you think about it. In this lecture on the sleeping body, we are going to explore the effects of sleep on the cardiovascular, respiratory, and gastrointestinal systems, and even the sex organs. Then we will look at the reverse, how the health of your body can affect your sleep. But before we do, we need a very basic understanding of the human nervous system. But before we do, we need a very basic understanding of the human nervous system, which we will explore in our next segment.